With how hot Star Wars is right now and everything, going up against a brand new comic called Star Wars: The High Republic with three new Jedi first appearances is probably as smart as sending the coordinates of your secret rebel base to the Death Star. And send. Here we go. Morning, everybody. Got my coffee. Mornings aren't magical. Welcome back to Spec versus Rec, where I'll be talking about comics. Specifically, my spec, or other people's spec, is basically Star Wars: The High Republic #1. There's a really good reason for this being a high spec for basically everyone, in that anything Star Wars right now is on fire. First appearance of Ahsoka Tano is getting up to astronomical values from Dark Horse. So when Marvel comes out with their Star Wars: The High Republic #1 with variant covers featuring 3 new Jedi, there's going to be a lot of interest, needless to say. Here's the problem, though. People saw this was coming. This gave speculators a chance to order heavy. Now, if you believe Bleeding Cool, basically this issue has sold 200,000 copies. They're basically going to third print at this time. That's a lot of issues in these days. That's a huge amount of issues. And the other problem is that everybody's looking at Dark Horse's Ahsoka Tano #1. It's huge values. They know, okay, there's a show coming for the High Republic. It's just a matter of time. But here's the thing maybe people forgot. Disney acquired Lucasfilm on October 30th, 2012, whereas Dark Horse put out the Clone Wars in 2008, 4 years previous. Ahsoka Tana's first appearance in comics through Dark Horse. That's why that comic is super hot. People weren't going out and buying 200,000 copies of it. Also, back then, not as many copies were going to CGC or for grading. People are out there buying 100 copies of Star Wars The High Republic #1. They may let a few go on eBay, $20 a pop, to sort of cover their costs. The rest they're going to go through, pull out the best condition, send it to CGC. So if you think if you did manage to get a hold of this, like, good for you. But if I'm buying one for $25 on eBay right now, thinking that, this is going to be a $100 comic by the end of the year, I have to admit the odds are probably against me. Now, if I took that same $25 and I went onto eBay and I bought 5 copies of Batman 436, would I do better? Hey, I don't know. I'm going to find out, because that's what I did. So basically, this sale left a lot to be desired because there was no condition listed. There was only a picture. I don't know if these are first or second printings of 436, and I've been burned before. I picked up this one at a comic convention a few years back. I picked up the whole series. It was cheap. It was like $5 or something like that. Lately, I just realized that's the second printing. And the only way you can tell is you literally have to go in, look way down there at that tiny little script, and it'll say second printing at the bottom of the first page. Am I terribly upset? No. I mean, for $5. But here's the thing. If you can find a first printing of 436 in great condition that becomes a 9.8, and you pick it up for $5, yeah, you're going to make money. What's striking to me is that there's actually more CGC 9.8s in the census of Star Wars, The Clone Wars #1. That's 183 versus Batman 436, 107. So that's telling. If Tim Drake catches even a little bit of fire as a character, that's a valuable comic all of a sudden. So another thing to look out for there. So why is Batman 436 my rec speculation of choice? Well, first and foremost, it's Tim Drake's first appearance. Now, okay, fair enough, that appearance is very limited in a flashback where the Drakes are at the circus of the Flying Graysons back when Dick Grayson still had parents, and so did Tim Drake, and they get a photo op so the Flying Graysons meet the Drakes. Not much of a first appearance, but still a first appearance. Number 2, you probably don't know this, but Tim Drake is James Tynion IV's favorite Robin. Will James Tynion IV be doing a series with Tim Drake in the future? No idea. Possibility, but right now we can only hope. Thirdly, Tim Drake will make an appearance in HBO Max's Titans Season 3. So yeah, he'll get a little bit of the character will get a little bit of exposure. That's great. Personally, I'm more excited to see Jason Todd's The Red Hood in Titans Season 3, but hey, it's nice to have Tim Drake make an appearance there as well. And lastly, I like this because you may not realize it, but the writer on this is Marv Wolfman. Now, Marv Wolfman has been, I think, an underappreciated talent creator for a long time. I think a lot of people don't realize that Marv Wolfman co-created a lot of great characters, including the new Teen Titans. So that includes like Cyborg, Raven, Starfire. He even co-created Deathstroke and Deathstroke's daughter, Rose Wilson. Over at Marvel, Marv Wolfman co-created Nova, Spider-Man's Black Cat. Yes, that Black Cat. Bullseye with Daredevil. Holy cow. Huge character. Fantastic. So hopefully Mr. Wolfman gets some of the love and appreciation he deserves, and that's kind of my creator shout out for the week. So as my follow-up, sorry I couldn't get to Ginny Hex Future State #1 for review. It still hasn't arrived yet in the mail, so hopefully it will, and when I do, I'll put it on Spec versus Rec. Ginny Hex #1 Future State is not a spec. The 1 in 15, I think, might have made somebody's number 10 spec just because it's a very low print run, but I'll be fair and I'll put it against a series that's a super duper long shot. It involves our great grandfather as well. What did come in is my Justice League Dark 26. Love that cover. I love Detective Chimp. I love Wonder Woman here. I think she looks great. Justice League Dark is kind of a series that's close to my heart. As well, my first video where I spec'd on the first appearance of Epiphany Greaves, which is Hellblazer 256. Still, I think that comic is a sleeper. If you see it in your local comic shop for $5 to $10, pick it up. I went and I ordered 257, which is in lovely condition, which is part 2 of the Hook storyline, and then 258, which is the final chapter of that Hook storyline with John Constantine. Fantastic. And so I will get to Ginny Hex versus her great granddad in the future as soon as my comic arrives. But until then, happy hunting, everyone. And the important lesson is, don't fall for the hype. Do your own research. Buy what you like. Buy what you think you're going to read. Buy who you want to support. If you love Star Wars, go and buy a whole bunch of the High Republic #1. Good on you, right? The important thing is, don't go out there and spend $25 thinking it's going to skyrocket in price. It's not. Just saying, it's not. There's way too many copies. There's going to be way too many 9.8s out here in the future to really get a lot of value. If you like Batman, you see these for $5 to $10 at your local comic shop, or you can get it online, especially at first printing. Yeah, I think 436 will go up. Again, am I Nostradamus? No. But we'll see in the coming months who does well, who doesn't. But again, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Don't mean to go off on rants or anything. I'm trying to keep it reasonable. And thanks once again. See you next time. Bye for now.